I do the stock of the day, which is, I like to think about it as like a teaching article that people can get trading ideas from. I think the most interesting thing I did over this past week was this Edison International, symbol is EIX. And there's this old saying, right? Markets have memories. And in markets, certain price levels can be more important than others. Sometimes the importance of these levels can last for a long time. It could be weeks, months, or even years. So Edison goes into this big sell-off because of the fires in Los Angeles. I think some people are saying that maybe their equipment started one of the fires. Some people are saying that there's going to be all these areas they can't deliver power to now. They're an electric company. And a lot of times you get these big moves on news, but the technicals still come into play. So we get this big sell-off. Where did we find support? Right around 55. Now, the chart we're looking at here is a 5-year chart. This 55 level has been support for 5 years. It first became support back in October of 20. Now, I don't know why it became support in October of 20, but the reason why it became support in February of 21 and May through September of 21 and November of 22, and just the other day, is because there are people who sold at the bottom and then the stock rallies and they're like, this sucks, man. I wish I didn't sell. If it gets back to my price, I'm going to buy my shares back. So if you have enough of these remorseful sellers placing buy orders, the level that was support can become support again. Now, the next thing that happens is that some of the people that want to buy are afraid that someone else is going to outbid them. They know the sellers are going to go to whoever is willing to whoever was willing to pay the highest price. And they don't want to get outbid. They don't want to miss the trade. So they increase the price they're willing to pay. Other concerned buyers see that and they do the same thing. And you get this snowball effect. So 2 takeaways from here are, if something is selling off and you're wondering like, gee, where should I buy this thing? If it gets to a level that had been support in the past, there's a good chance it finds support again. Then there's the psychology of the nervous buyers who push the price up. And you can see it also on it's like the mirror image. This was resistance in April of 22, resistance in May of 23. This is like the 74 level. Resistance in July of 23, resistance in January of 24. Now, this is because of buyer's remorse. People buy at the top and then the stock falls out of bed like soon after. And they say, I made a mistake. I want to get out of my position here, but I don't want to lose money. So they hold on. And when it finally gets back up to their level, if you have enough remorseful buyers placing sell orders at the level that was resistance before, it can become resistance again. And then you get the mirror image of the sellers become concerned. They know the buyers are going to go to whoever is willing to sell at the lowest price. So they reduce the price they're willing to sell at. And you get the snowball effect that pushes the price down. And this just shows you how important psychology is. That's what support and resistance form because of psychology. I mean, look at how precise this level is up here.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. People buy here and it goes down and gets back and they sell. And, there's a lot of expressions on Wall Street and some of them are kind of dumb. But when they say markets have memories, this is what you're referring to. And or this is what whoever they are, are referring to. And so I thought that was a really cool chart. And, sure enough, a lot of times, everyone has a different style. But I say that if I was on some desert island somewhere and I had access to charts but not to news, I don't really know how much different my analysis would be. I mean, I'm sure it would be somewhat different, but it's just amazing. And I know I'm a chart geek, but look at that. You could talk fundamentals, you could talk EBITDAs, you could talk operating margins, but if you don't understand the psychology, there's no way you could ever understand how we could find support at a level that has been support for 5 years. And you don't need to be a chart guru to see it. Look how clear that is.
Yeah, no, that really jumps off the page there. What's so great about this is that when that really started to fall, Joe here, 13, my co-host, he is familiar with the company because of his time living in California. And he said as soon as this started to take place, he was like, this is a short idea. And now that it's come into this level, it's all over. It's all over. So it looks like we're playing for a potential bounce here off 55.
Yeah, it's already bounced about 10%. Yeah. It's trading around 61 now.
Yeah, so it's up about 6 points from that level, but very, very clear.